Hey guys, David with the Wholesaler's Toolbox. Today, instead of talking about wholesaling, I'm going to talk about real estate photography because it's actually how I got into wholesaling and got into real estate investing. Back 10 years ago, I was looking for an opportunity for just making some money because we'd just gone through the housing collapse. I'd been in the mortgage business, and that all went away practically overnight. So I started taking photos of houses in foreclosures for the banks, and it was good money and it got me by, but I was looking for less work and more money because I was having to take pictures of 1,000 houses a month, and they were only paying a few dollars a piece. So that led me to work for a real estate investment company that wanted somebody to go out and take pictures of houses so they could determine if they wanted to buy them or not. So that started my career into real estate photography. So most people, when they think about real estate photography, they're thinking about, going out and buying an expensive camera and tripod and, lighting or, the computer software to enhance the photos and all that. But that's not required. It's a good avenue to go down to, but if you want to get into real estate photography, there's another avenue too. And let's talk about both of them for a minute. So the other avenue is what I did. Okay, I'm in the Detroit market, and there's a lot of people from out of state and out of the country that buy real estate here. So when they're looking at properties and an agent, they've got a real estate agent sitting in properties. Of course, the agent isn't going to show them anything negative on the property because they want them to buy it. So people would hire me to go out and either take photos or take a video of the property. And now I'm going to tell you, because this is before I had a smartphone, I had a flip phone. So I went out and bought just a cheap little handheld video camera. It was about the size of a cell phone, but it was just a video camera. A little SD card went in it. And I went out and took marginal videos, and I might put a video at the end of this, YouTube video so you can see what I was doing. But very crude video of me showing the house, showing the street, walking through the property. But here's the key. I was charging $100 to do these videos for somebody, and it took me anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes, 15 max, to walk through a property and make this video. Then I had, also the time when I came home, put the SD card in my computer and, load it up to YouTube and all that. But I was doing no editing. So I had the drive to the house, do the video, and then the drive back to my house. So max an hour I had invested in doing these, and I would load them up to YouTube, and I would just send them a link to the YouTube. I'd make it private. I'd send them the link, and I'd go, here's your video, after they paid my my $99 PayPal invoice. So in addition to that, if they wanted photos as well as video, I would go back through the house and I would take photos of all the rooms. If they also wanted it, I would do a property condition report, and it was just a sheet of paper that I made up and would list things that were wrong. I'd put roof, good condition, kitchen needs updating, whatever, and just had a checklist that I would do for them or type up. I would type little notes down at the bottom, and I would charge extra for that. So it was minimum $99, it could go up to $200 if they wanted everything. So, and again, this was, I had a little cheap camera, I had a cheap little video camera. You can do all that stuff on your cell phone now, just, the same things I was doing on, all that other stuff. So if you were thinking about getting into real estate photography and you're like, I don't have a camera, I don't have, editing software, I don't have a tripod, you can do that with your cell phone. You can get into this business with just your cell phone and make money. Now, you might want to upgrade to a camera and a tripod and move into doing the more marketable high-end pictures, because that's going to make you even more money. But if you were looking to get into real estate photography or wholesaling, this is a great avenue. So how do you go about finding clients for this? Well, of course, realtors if you're doing the high-end photos, but if you're looking for investors that are buying in your market, you can go out and solicit property management companies, because often property management companies are handling properties for people that are out of state and out of country. So you can just go to them and just say, hey, these are my services. I take photos and videos for out-of-state investors or overseas investors, and here's my card or here's my website, and market yourself to property managers. You can also go to contractors. If you're in a city like Detroit or a major metropolitan city, Miami or Tampa Bay or Dallas or St. Louis or Phoenix or wherever you're at, there's a lot of investor activity, and you can do that. You can go to contractors and say, hey, if you're doing work for people out of state or people out of the country, and you want to show them the progress of the construction job you're doing, I can do that service, and I can either you can either pay for it, or you can give my name and number to them, and I can bill them directly or whatever. Also, for sale by owners, if you're taking photos, and you can take good photos, then start tracking down people that are trying to sell the property themselves, and just say, hey, I'm a real estate photographer, I do this, work on my own. Would you like me to come in and take, really good photos for you to market your property? Then also, if you're trying to wholesale or get into investing, you can say, hey, I know some investors that might be interested in this. Would you mind me showing them? And then you can kind of, build a relationship with that seller and, potentially wholesale the property. The same with going after the out-of-state and overseas investors. You can build relationships with these people and say, hey, what areas of the city are you buying in, and what are you buying? Because I work with a lot of wholesalers and investors, so if I come across something, I can send it your way. And then you're building a buyer's list too. So, point of the video, real estate photography is a great business. It's a great money-making business. And there's so many avenues to think about and to, you could potentially go after to develop your business. So, if you're looking to become a real estate photographer, you don't have all the equipment and all that stuff, trust me, you can start with just a good cell phone and go out and take pictures, good enough pictures to start working with people until you upgrade. And if you're looking to get into real estate wholesaling, it's a great way to start meeting property managers and investors and realtors and buyers and all the people that you're going to need to know to start your business. So if you want to learn how to take really good photography, real estate photography photos, in the description there's a link to a online photography course. I looked at a lot of courses for this, because I want to be able to say, hey, take a look at this one. But every one I looked at was like, $800, $1,000, and if you can't afford a camera, you certainly can't afford $1,000 on a course. So I found this course, again, the link's below, and it's $67 a month. And, they've got like 45 videos, 9 hours of content, from start to finish, everything you need to do to be a real estate photographer. And even if you don't have the equipment to do it, you don't have, the fancy camera and the tripod, I still recommend the course, because it's going to teach you how to frame your photos and how, what angle to have the photos at and about lighting and all that. So even if you're using the cell phone, it's worth the $67 just to learn how to take good photos and what you should be taking photos of and all that stuff. So let's wrap it up. If you want me to get more in depth on how to start a real estate photography business for investors and wholesalers and realtors and all that, leave a comment below and let me know you're interested, and I'll do more of these videos and explain how, how I put together my website and how I marketed to, overseas investors and all that. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment below. Check out the photography course if you're interested in that. And I look forward to reading and responding to your comments. So David with the Wholesaler's Toolbox, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.
Hey, it's David with Inspect Detroit. I'm here at 5100 Buckingham. The guys are here putting in the furnace, and I'm just going to do a quick walk around the property, show you what it looks like. The trim work outside needs painting. Brown paint's chipping off of it. Let's see. Up along the roof peak. Gutter in the back of the property is coming off a little bit. It should be connected better. In the basement, I'll show you, there's some leakage around this front glass block window, and so I don't know where it's coming in from, but you can see the brick, the mortar work's cracked a little bit. It could be coming down from the gutter or somewhere, but it's leaking in the basement. I'll show you. Gas meter's not in, so they'll probably have a problem checking the furnace. Roof looks pretty good. Got a piece of trim work missing there. Just minor stuff, really. Paint work, good glass block windows, new vinyl windows in the property. There's a fence there?
It's a pit.
Yeah.
And it's a gate, but it ain't my kind of pit.
Yeah.
It's just like this.
Yeah, it's not good. Some rotten wood behind the gutter on the backside. That gutter will probably pull away from there if there gets to be ice this winter. Alright, but anyway, let's take a walk inside. Kitchen. This side door hasn't been replaced. It's kind of beat up. Older wood laminate floor. I don't think the floor has been replaced. It's in fair condition. New countertops. The paint wasn't done real well around the top, but it's got a new countertop in it. New countertop over here, painted cabinets. This cabinet door is not staying shut. It should probably have some latches installed. The rest of it looks good. Front little breakfast nook. Again, it's a little bit of rotten wood along the bottom. New light fixture. Cabinets, new vinyl windows. Right. Through here, the foyer floor is cracked, the tile. Light switch cover needs to be fixed. New fixture here as well. Living room. The guys are still finishing up the heat, but there's still some vent covers missing. Living room looks pretty good. Other than that, the carpet looks good. Dining room, same condition. New light fixture. Painted. New carpet or cleaned carpet. In the bathroom, same floor in the bathroom as in the kitchen, like a lower cost wood floor. It's like some drywall mud on the tile. I don't know why that wasn't cleaned off. In the bathroom, just needs to be cleaned up. The tub's kind of dirty, some tape left, but just really just clean up stuff. The back bedrooms, same condition, good windows, new light, glass block over there. Carpet looks good. This back bedroom here, the fixture needs to be finished. But other than that, let's see, we've got a switchblade cover missing. This is nice how they closed up the doorway, so you don't have that rear exit, but they built a little panel underneath it, installed a window, so that looks good. Walk upstairs here. Carpet's good going up. New light fixture. Closet looks good. I don't typically like the accordion doors, but I guess I did a good job installing them. Looks good up here. This room had a little bit of the paint bleed when from some moisture on the wall. Got on the heater, but it looks okay. Other than that, cedar closet. Switch cover missing. This bathroom up here also got a vent cover missing. This is patched, the tile, and it was kind of done with a rough edge out, and it overhangs a little bit, looks kind of bad. Different color. Some trim missing down here, and these cabinets weren't painted on the inside and they look kind of crappy. Need some knobs on them. So really just touch up items. We'll take a look down to the basement real quick. Alright. Basement floor hasn't been painted. The walls have, but they're painted. I think they were probably painted when it was cold or real moist down here, and they just have like a look to them, like the paint is bled down the wall. Got a newer electrical panel, no empty slots in it. This is they put a sump pump in this basement. Ran it around the two walls where apparently there was a leakage problem, but they left this hanging out. They're plastic and it looks kind of shoddy, but I think that was supposed to be cut off or something. New ductwork in the property. Some electrical boxes with open wires. Here we got their furnace going in. They're going to put it up on cinder blocks off the floor. The first time they came down here there was water in the basement apparently. This is the water coming in from the window I pointed out outside. So you can see it's leaking down the wall. It's coming from up here. Alright, so in this floor over here should really be painted too. So that's it. I'd say the house is 95% complete, and this should give you a good idea what's left over here. Thanks. Bye-bye.